Hey everybody, it's Wedding Guy Wednesday. We are super excited. We're back at KS95 and we're going to chat with Des a little bit. This week we're talking
catering.
Come on in. Hey Des.
Hey, Des.
Yay, you're back.
We're back.
We get to talk food today.
Oh,
One of the
hallelujah.
best parts.
I know.
It's usually the thing that nobody talks about like prior to the wedding, but it's what everybody either complains about
Yep.
It's very
or
true.
raves about after the wedding, right?
Absolutely.
Oh,
Food
yeah.
is so important because,
Yeah.
I mean, it's the whole experience from beginning to end.
Right.
And snacks are always there.
Well, it's really great to see how much kind of the culinary scene in weddings has changed over the last even 5 years.
Yeah.
And everybody's really been able to kind of break outside of that box. It used to be we would go and we'd have a sit-down chicken dinner, right?
Oh, yeah, always.
And now we almost never see that anymore. Which is really great. There's a lot of new options. Action stations have been really popular. Having more of a cocktail style reception versus a sit down dinner is also
I
an
always
option,
love that.
which is fun because it gets people moving and it gives them an opportunity to sample lots of different things as well, which I think is fun.
And they get to socialize. You know, I mean, that's the whole thing for a lot of those people. They haven't seen each other for so long. But yeah, years ago, I mean, the big thing was, oh, bring a recipe to the caterer, you know, like from your grandmother or whatever. Well, it is so beyond that now.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you have all these special spices that they're using, and like even doing sushi. You know, it gives people something to try that maybe they've never tried before.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of fun to do that.
Well, weddings have just become really experiential and really an expression of the couple, and I think that's food is a great way to do that as well. We saw it first kind of in stationery where everybody got really kind of into that customization and really making their invitations really personal, and then it kind of stepped into the decor and some of the elements that they were incorporating into the wedding, and now it's like couples are kind of picking some of their favorite foods to share with their guests as well, which is really kind of a cool option.
It's like part of your personality.
Yeah.
Oh,
And that's what
definitely.
you're sharing with everybody.
We've
Right.
become a really big food culture.
Yes,
Yeah,
we
you
have.
know, and it's
Thank
crazy.
you, Food Network.
Yes, well, and
Yeah.
it's so true because that's where it all stems from. Like everything that we see in pop culture and on television, and all of that eventually makes its way into our everyday lives. And now everybody's a foodie, whether they can cook or not. You know, which is
Most of us can't.
Yeah,
I think
but-
Or we did and we don't anymore.
I think that is the funny part, but we all know what we like to eat, right?
Yeah.
And so just kind of having the opportunity to expand kind of our horizons. We see that in cakes too. Like ever since like all of the shows with cakes, wedding cakes have just taken on a whole new art form.
Oh,
as
they
well.
are like
Yeah.
pieces of art
They are.
now.
Yeah, you're afraid to cut into them, really. But you know, the thing too with food is they need to like start learning how to thread it through like the whole design of the food. The plate also should be part of the brand of the whole wedding and the look of the decor and how that all works together, infuses together from start to end. And a lot of people don't realize that you know, a lot of the food now, it's like they're painting plates, they're doing intricate, you know, like lace work on the plates. I mean, it's kind of out of control.
It's really cool.
But of course, you know, it's like you really need that caterer that really knows
yeah.
how to do that. But quite honestly, like when we do weddings, sometimes it's really about customizing your menu. It's like people that go and get menu packets, it's like don't do menu packets. It's like you really need to customize your menu to your tastes and to the taste of the people that you are bringing in as your guests. Because, you know, like we said, you know, it used to be chicken. You know, and that was always, you know, chicken with champagne sauce. It was, everybody had it.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think that's why we were really excited to work with D'Amico Catering on the Trend
Yummy.
Wedding this year. They do
Yeah.
such an amazing job. And a lot of people recognize D'Amico for their restaurants, but a lot of them don't know they have a catering division that can basically do anything. So don't think it's just pasta,
Right.
Right.
and so they are helping to craft an entirely customized menu. Today on Twin Cities Live, the viewers are actually going to get to pick the fish option. So there's going to
Okay.
be 3 different fish dishes, which a lot of people don't necessarily think of fish for a wedding, but I think it's a really great opportunity to showcase something different and just a really great kind of hot thing that people are interested in right now.
Yeah, it's delicious and cool.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
trendy. But
Well,
it should have always
everybody-
been.
And everyone's kind of like, oh, well, but I've already eaten at their restaurants. It's like, yeah, and you love their food. Years ago, I was involved in an event where we actually took their short ribs, and we actually took the item from their restaurant menu and used it for an event. And people are like, but that's at the restaurant. It's like, yeah, they can do that for, an
Right.
event. So I think that's just one thing. I think caterers that own venues and have things that they kind of struggle with that a little bit. But, there's a reason why their brand is so recognizable. And it's not because their food is terrible. Because if it was terrible, they wouldn't be around. So, the whole thing about, oh, well, I've had their food, it's like, yeah, because you love it.
Exactly. I've been to, a handful of weddings that they did the catering, and it was just so delicious.
Yeah.
Everybody was raving about the food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you're investing that kind of money in your wedding reception,
It better be
it better be good, right?
Right?
Right.
Oh,
Right.
well,
Years ago, it was like $21, for a chicken entree. Well, today you're not getting it for $21. Not
No.
in Minneapolis and St. Paul. but it is that 50% of your budget, and you might as well enjoy it and give the chef the option to be creative, because that's one thing that chefs love, is to be really creative
Yeah.
and give them a challenge, and they will create something that is absolutely out of the world.
That's a really good tip.
Yeah.
Like, you wouldn't always think that. You wouldn't know that you could say, use your creativity.
Oh, yeah.
You think this is what it says here, this is what we have to do.
you heard it here first.
Gosh, it's like you guys know what you're doing when it comes to weddings or something.
Oh, it's just like, like we go through and we're like, okay, so this is what we're doing, this is a couple, this is, and then it's like, take it and run with it. We do the same thing with a florist.
Yeah.
We don't know like this flower from that, but we just know what kind of works, and then we give it to them and let them run with it. They're the experts,
Yeah,
really.
exactly. So let them be.
Exactly.
So everybody, make sure to tune in this afternoon because we're going to have the 3 fish options. D'Amico will walk us through kind of the entire menu, and you'll be able to vote, which will be super fun. I know Liz and Ange are really excited for the menu, so make sure that you guys tune in this afternoon.